Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with another Chatty Get Ready With Me or weekly catch up. So, somebody had asked that I do the doing your makeup like the year you were born, which I had actually mentioned, I think previously, that I wanted to do that. And the only reason I hadn't was because I was like, well, I have to film other videos and I don't want my makeup to be crazy. So, I looked it up and I don't think that it's gonna look super crazy. It's definitely not how I normally do my makeup, but I looked at a bunch of pictures and I kind of looked at pictures of Farrah Fawcett in the 70s and Stevie Nicks in the 70s because I knew I would want to skew kind of more towards that kind of makeup, because makeup in the 70s, pastels were really popular, like pastel eyeshadows, blue eyeshadows, really you could do I could have gone the disco way and done really heavy disco makeup, but I really wanted to just stick with an everyday makeup look that everyday women in the 70s would have done. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And I'm gonna jump right in. I tried to kind of make my hair look a little bit 70s, kind of like Farrah Fawcett. I don't know if I did a good job, but anyways, I'm gonna jump right in. So the thing about the 70s is they didn't, from what I can tell, they didn't have dewy skin. So I'm just gonna use, I'm gonna use a powder foundation. I'm just gonna do a corrector and then just concealer, and then I'm just gonna use a powder foundation. It was funny, I was looking at a couple of pictures of Stevie Nicks, and there were a couple pictures where she was so clearly messed up on drugs. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use that for inspiration, but I took screenshots of the pictures, so I will pop up the pictures for you, the pictures that I am using for inspiration. I'm gonna use this foundation stick again. This is the Shein Skin Magnet High Coverage Foundation Stick in the shade called Buttercream. This is a really good concealer. It works as a really good concealer for me. It's really bright, but I'll fix that up a little bit. I'm gonna go all over my whole lid with it too. So, Charlotte and I finished watching another show called All of Us Are Dead, and we loved it so much. It's a South Korean zombie show, and it was so good. We loved it. We can't wait for another season to come, but I guess it's looking like we're not gonna get another season until, I wanna say 2026, so next year. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of this lip oil because my lips are really chapped. They've been really chapped for a few days now. And I'm using the orange one because orange lips were really popular in the 70s. So I'm just gonna go in with a powder foundation. I just got this It Cosmetics powder brush that I really like. I'm gonna go over all my skin really quickly, and then I'm gonna get a smaller brush and really concentrate the powder where I need it. Really cover up that redness. This is the best powder foundation, you guys. This is what I used to wear every day at work when I had to work really long days and I was having to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning. This is the It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination. And it's like illuminating, but without having any kind of, it doesn't have any kind of shimmer or anything like that. I love it. It's the best powder foundation on the planet. It's so good. I've been through like, I don't even know how many of them. I've probably been through 5 of them. Like I've been wearing it for years. Okay. So that's all I'm gonna do for a base really. So they did do quite heavy blush. I'm gonna use this lip jelly tint in the shade Red from Ione. And I'm just gonna go back over that with some powder because I think it looks fine, but I just think that the edges need to be softened a little bit. There we go. That's good too because it mattified it. Okay, and they definitely did bronzer. So I'm gonna just use my Physicians Formula because it's just an easy breezy. And it's funny because the blush back then was definitely less of like a blended look. It was definitely like bam, right on your cheek. So I'm not gonna do too much around my forehead because I mostly just saw a lot of bronzer on the cheeks, not necessarily up on the forehead. So we're just gonna leave it kind of like that. And that's it, that's all I'm gonna do for the base. It really doesn't look like they did much for their eyebrows. It really looks like they just kind of kept their eyebrows natural, which is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so for eyeshadow, this is where it is gonna get looking very 70s. So from what I saw for like everyday looks, people were really into cool tones. They would do like a taupe in the crease and then just like a cream, and it was all matte. You did see some shimmers, but a lot of the time the shimmers were vibrant, and I don't want to do a vibrant look today because I do have to leave the house. So I've got this palette here. This is the ColourPop, that's taupe. I'm gonna go in with this darkest taupe shade right here, and I'm just gonna run that through the crease. And they really did kind of experiment with makeup. Like you would see where they would tape it off and they would do like eyeshadow wings. They would do like, you know, the artistic kind of stuff. Like it was very similar to today. Sometimes you would see the shadows really nicely blended. Sometimes they weren't blended at all. It was just like a pretty harsh line in the crease. Kind of like this, which I think is what I'm gonna do because in fact, this looks just like some of the pictures that I've got of Farrah Fawcett, where it's just like a pretty harsh line in the crease like this. Not blended a ton, kind of just like that. So we're gonna leave it like that. And then I pulled out this palette as well. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Eye Contour Light and Shade. This is when they ripped off Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette and she got so mad. But I'm gonna use this kind of white shade right here because it's on the cool tone side. And I'm just gonna go over my whole lid with this white shade. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a little shader brush right here and I'm gonna go into the black because they did pretty heavy black under the eyes. I'm gonna do it with an eyeshadow. I have a feeling they probably used a eyeliner. This is so funny. This feels weird. It almost feels like how I did my makeup in high school. In high school, I had this one little palette. And I went through several of them. It was a little CoverGirl palette, and I think it was in the colorway called like, I don't know, sand something, and it had 4 different nude shades in it. And I wore that palette every single day. I loved it, and I wore it, and I did that for years. I would just do one color all over the lid, or I would do, sometimes I would do a darker shade in the crease, and then do a color all over the lid. Okay, this is hilarious. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't know how to do my makeup. Okay. Next we're gonna tightline, and we are going to tightline with black. Actually, we're gonna do the tightline and the waterline with black. I'm gonna get a better black eyeliner than this though. Yeah, I have my favorite Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil, and this is in the shade Black Fever. So, I'm sorry, I've been so caught up in my makeup, I haven't been talking. I'm trying to think. Charlotte and we started watching another show called The 8 Show, and I just can't get into it. So I don't think I'm gonna watch it. She started watching another, I think, Korean show called Daily Dose of Sunshine, which is another one that I couldn't get into because it's kind of like I don't know, like a K-drama, I guess is what you would call it. And I just don't like drama shows like that. So, oh my gosh, my husband and I watched a movie called The Gorge. It just came out. It's got Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller, which I have a hard time watching him because I've heard such bad things about him. I've heard he's the absolute worst, like just not a good human being. No, people don't like him. He's very, very arrogant. So yeah, but it was such a good movie. It was about like the two of them. Okay, holy cow. Anyways, it was about that there's like this gorge in the middle of nowhere, and they're flown there, and they don't even know where they're at. They're just dropped off there. And they're like, she's like a sniper, like an expert sniper, and he's like ex-military, I think. And so they get posted at this place, and they aren't allowed to contact each other. They're both in these like towers across from each other in this huge gorge. And of course they start talking to each other because they get very bored and neither of them really care about rules. And so they do start talking to each other. And anyways, it kind of goes from there. Oh my gosh, my makeup. Now I used to do black in my waterline like this. I haven't done harsh makeup like this in a long time. But anyways, we ended up really, really liking it. It definitely took a turn that we did not see coming. But it was really, really good. I don't know if they curled their eyelashes or not. I would assume that they did, but I'm gonna curl mine. Anyways, yeah, so we watched that. It was really good. And yeah, I haven't had a lot of time to watch much. Yeah, it's been, I'm like really, really in the trenches of seasonal affective disorder. I hate to say that because I don't feel like I have a disorder. I just feel like I'm affected by the seasons, but yeah, it's been rough this week, really, really rough. I've been trying to do little things like going and getting like coffee treats and stuff like that, trying to get myself out of the house so that I don't hey baby, I'm gonna take you out in just a second, so that I don't like just sit around the house and rot when I'm not working. I've been hanging out with Charlotte a ton. She and I have been like, I don't know, doing stuff. We've been coloring. I just got a new, and I don't like to talk about religion or politics or anything like that on this channel at all, but I did just pick up a new Bible because I saw this one on TikTok. It's called My Creative Bible, and it was so cute because you can color it, and it's just such a beautiful Bible. So I picked that up, and we've been coloring in it a lot, and it's so pretty, to just kind of get me through these last days of winter that is just really starting to take its toll on me. It was supposed to snow day before yesterday, but then it turned into rain, and it didn't snow day before yesterday, but then I woke up yesterday morning and it was snowing, and it didn't stick. It stuck for like, I don't know, maybe we had a dusting for maybe like 3 or 4 hours, but then it was gone. It was really sad. And it's like, I want to get one good snow before the season is over, but I don't think it's going to happen. So if we're not going to get snow, it needs to just go ahead and warm up. Gosh, I keep getting mascara on my lid. They did very black mascara. Okay, and then they were really into glossy lips, and especially like orange glossy lips. I saw every shade of glossy lip though, but that was definitely the thing, was a glossy lip. So I'm gonna go in with this Buxom full-on plumping lip polish in the shade Celeste, which I think is gonna be perfect because it's, do I wanna do Celeste or? Yeah, I'm gonna do Celeste because my eye is so heavy. I wanna keep the lip very light, which is what you see on Farrah Fawcett a lot. Like when she would do a heavy eye, she always had like a very light glossy lip. So I think this is gonna be perfect. They did a lot of like oranges, like orange coral kind of lips. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. It's like the perfect shade for this eye. Charlotte's gonna wake up and be like, Mom, what is wrong with your face? What have you done? I'm gonna film like this too, so people are gonna probably think I'm crazy, like what did you do, that don't watch these ones, but that's okay. All right, guys, so that is makeup done. Doing my makeup the way that they did it in the year I was born, which is 1979. Again, I tried to kind of like do the Farrah Fawcett hair. But yeah, that is makeup done. Don't look too close because I've got some black. I've got some black at the lash line where I didn't mean to get black, but yeah, they did cool toned. Gosh darn, I got it on this eye too. I did a cool toned eye, which this is a very like popular everyday look, is a taupe and just matte eye, heavy black eyeliner, tight line, and waterline, pink, or like a really flushed blush, and a very glossy lip. So again, I'll pop up the inspiration pictures that I had so you guys can see. But anyways, you guys, I do hope that you all enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys want me to do any other kind of makeup looks. This was super fun. I liked researching it and finding what kind of a look I wanted to do. And like, I don't know, it was just kind of fun. So if there's any other kind of makeup look you guys want me to do, or if you want me to do a look from a different year, let me know. I would love to do that. It would be so fun. But I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.